Well, hello. Welcome to episode 3 of For Real, a journey toward authenticity. This time I want to talk about self-worth and knowing your worth. I think it's very important to develop your self-worth. Now, this is closely tied to what I spoke about before with self-awareness. Hopefully, in aspiring to become more self-aware with insight within yourself, to really know yourself better, and external self-awareness, knowing the impact you're having on others, you come out with a sense of self-worth. And knowing your worth, I think, is important in regards to relationships. You know, as we all know, life is all about relationships, personal relationships, professional relationships. I mean, it all starts when we're born. The relationships you form with your parents, your siblings, then your schoolmates, your teachers, your employers, and so on. You're always in relationships. And in different ones, you play different roles. So a good sense of self, I believe, is critical to having successful relationships, as is a sense of worth and what you bring to the table. And ideally, if you become a real self-aware person with a very good idea, good solid sense of what you bring to the table, then, you know, it's a good, strong foundation for really good, authentic relationships in your life. Now, I'm not talking about pride here. I'm just talking about a good sense of self. Because whenever you go into any relationship, be it personal or professional, when you go into it knowing what you like, knowing your worth. And again, I don't mean pride. I don't mean puffing your chest out, hollering, "Hey, I'm a great catch." Unless it's true. But when you know your worth coming in, and I want to clarify again, you can't just declare it. You've got to look within yourself and within your circle to see what it is that's valuable about you. And I believe all of us have valuable qualities, talents, gifts, personality traits that are just wonderful and a real contribution to the world. But you got to do the work. You got to get inside, find those things. You've got to examine the relationships you already have and make sure that you're having the effect, using those special qualities, having a positive net effect on the people around you. And once you examine those things and you truly have a good sense of self, a good sense of your worth, you know, life is a negotiation, always, between people. We're meant to connect with one another in many ways, personal and professional. It's going to enhance those relationships and make them more successful and help enable you to express your unique self to the world in a positive way. And it's going to help protect you from toxic relationships, both personal and professional, from being mistreated in a relationship and accepting less than you deserve. You know, some are accepting less than they deserve in a relationship, and we explain it by, well, they just don't think much of themselves. But you know, a lot of these people don't really know themselves, so their opinion of themselves is even that doesn't carry much weight, really, because they've never really known to do the work and how to do the work. Mental health and emotional health is such an important issue. But people need to know how to look inside and do that self-examination, and so that they have a really good sense of self, so that their own opinion of themselves is valid and that they know their worth. This is the same, like I said, professionally, in that crappy job with that crappy boss treating you so badly. You can say you don't deserve that treatment, but do you know who you're talking about when you talk about yourself? Do you know your worth? And can you stand up for yourself on a solid foundation of knowing exactly who you're talking about and what that person brings to the table? Something to think about. For any relationship to be successful, a love relationship, a professional relationship, and most importantly, a relationship with yourself, in order for it to be successful, you've got to be invested. You've got to be all in. That's when you really make those really good connections. And that includes the one with yourself. In fact, it starts with the one with yourself. Got to get in there, really get to know you. And then you can be a proper advocate for that person in you that wants to express what it came here to offer. Whew, I'm preaching today. But hey, I think this is a worthwhile pursuit. That's why I'm doing it. And hey, like I've said before, I'm not necessarily looking to teach or preach. I'm exploring it myself and kind of documenting the exploration of it. And I think it's a continual process. But once you lean into it, I think there's a lot of support out there, a lot of material from other people who are pursuing that authenticity, that getting to know the true self, so that you can then turn and express it to the world. So, I don't know, just some thoughts, and leave you with that, I guess. Catch you later.